Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm recording a haul for you today. As you can see, I have the beautiful new Prima Christmas collection. This is my design team project for Country Craft Creations, and it's just gorgeous. And I also purchased on my own, I purchased the autumn collection, and I'll show you that as well. But let's start with the Christmas, which is my design team package. So I have the wreaths. I'm so excited about these. If you watch or follow Frank Garcia on Instagram, he's been using these a lot and they are so cute. So I'm happy to have those. And we have the Say It With Crystals. This is, what is this called? This is called Christmas in the Country. And look at these flowers. They're poinsettias and roses, really pretty. And then these two large poinsettias with little pine cones and berries and some evergreen, and another cluster here, so pretty. And these, I love these little tiny poinsettias. They are so cute. And I have both of the ephemera packs, and they're different, they're not the same. And let me turn them over. I don't know if I can get this up where you can see them, but there's that. And here's this one. I love this buffalo check tag. Okay, let me set those aside. And then we have the chipboards. This Santa with these reindeer, which he appears throughout, is just so cute. And then we have the this is very similar. These little wood look, and this one here are all really similar, and this cow even, to ones that were in the what was it called? Spring Farmhouse collection, which I loved and used. So, oh, look at this little holly. So those are great. All right, now we get more into the papers. Now I have got both the large and the small journaling cards, and they are not the same. They don't have the same designs. So if you buy both, you're not duplicating yourself. And let me show you. The only thing that I do not like about Prima when they do these cards is they put the same design, just a plain sort of design, on the back of every single card. I prefer the way Graphic 45 or Stamperia do it, where the back of the card is equally beautiful and has something special. So you're getting double, sort of. But they use this on the back of both. Let me just do a quick flip through and show you some of the cards. Let's see, does it say how many designs? There's 15 designs. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And there's the map with the North Pole in the middle. There's that wonderful Santa, a collage type design, a buffalo plaid. You'll see these motifs in the papers. So those are some of the large cards. And here are the smaller ones. Look at that. There's the barn. There's that same map. There's the buffalo check. I love that. So there's the cards. I do have the 8x8 and the 12x12 paper. The 8x8, you get 5 sheets of each design for 30 sheets total. The 12x12, you get 24 sheets, which is 4 sheets of each design. Okay, and let me I've actually, I'll confess, this is the third time I've recorded this haul, because the first time I was off camera, the second time it didn't record, and so this is the third time. So now the papers are starting to kind of fall out of the pad, so I may just pull them out to show you. So here we have kind of a collage sheet. The gold on this is absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely, soft, pretty gold. It's not real brassy. There's this old-fashioned Santa. And the back of this is this star pattern, and that's actually, this is, I I said, I think what I'll do is go through and I might pull them out. Well, if they'll stay in, I'll leave them. Okay, so then we have the cut aparts, and they're all vertical designs in 3x4. There's 12 of them, and they are so pretty. There's the wonderful Santa with white roses, the map with the North Pole at the center, this beautiful deer, old-fashioned Santa, this beautiful girl. These really are beautiful papers. And then this one on the back has the, I guess it's sort of a version of a snowflake on it. And then let's get to the next one. The next one is kind of, it's laid out as stripes, but they're wreaths, and the wreaths are not all the same. Here's Santa. This one has a butterfly. And this one's just the roses. So super, super pretty. And this one has, and it's got, I don't know if you can see them, but it has Christmas sayings. The most wonderful time of the year, merry and bright, jingle all the way, dreaming of a white Christmas. This one says Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Okay, and then it has the red and black buffalo check on the back. And then let's go to the next one, which is this absolutely stunning frame paper, sort of. It's got this open area in the middle, and then it has things in the corners. So this is actually, I like these kind of papers. I find them really, really useful. So don't shy away from them. I mean, obviously, if you're doing a 12 by 12 layout, they're great, but they're also, they cut apart really well. I find them really useful. So we have the wreaths with the cardinal, the stocking with his beautiful roses, and of course Prima always does amazing flowers, especially roses. And then we have my favorite Santa with the two deer in this corner. And when we get to the autumn pack, you'll find two very similar papers with this border, and I really like them. And the background of this is the same as the background in the autumn. It's hard to see on camera probably, but it's a damask sort of tone-on-tone print. Very pretty. And the back of this one is spectacular. It's this beautiful all-over floral on kind of a ledger print. There's sprays of roses and ribbons in pink and white and cranberry red on a ledger background. So this is the background of that one. So, and then the last paper is a beautiful, oh, did I show you this one? Oh, I didn't show you this one. Hang on. Not the last one. This is a collage paper. Maybe this is. This is collage paper. Stunning. These are always my favorite in most Prima collections, the collages. This one has the North Pole at the center as a map, and then beautiful corners all around it. This little girl is just charming. A huge spray of roses down this side, this wreath, the barn. It's really terrific. And excuse me if my voice is raspy. I'm recording this at 6 o'clock in the morning. Stunning print of wood. Love that. I love how it's sort of faded paint. Really pretty. And then this is the last design, I believe. Just double check, yes. So it's another collage, beautiful amaryllis and roses. Really, really pretty. There's the buffalo check, roses, the stocking. And then the back of this one is really pretty. It's, and as you can see, it's very old-fashioned. Looks like you'd see in an old storybook with Christmas stories or something like that, with these deer and sprays of roses and sayings on them. So I really like it a lot. And all right, so that is the paper collection. Now, one thing I will say, sorry, I want to get this closed up. The reason I'm showing you this pad, excuse me, normally when I get my design team project, they're loose sheets. And I kind of jumped the gun and ordered it. And then Tamara said, well, you know, I was going to send you that for your collection. So I ended up with the pad because it was easier to just ship what I had already packaged that way. But that said, when you order the pad, there's this hole that's in the paper for hanging. Let me pull up that sheet so I can show you, if I have it handy, what I mean. Okay, right here. And what I've learned since I became a member of the design team and I was sent, normally I'm sent the sheets, is it's great to have some of the sheets that do not have this hole. So if you're ordering, it's not a bad idea to throw a few extra sheets of your favorites in. The reason for that is having this border go all the way across uninterrupted is really helpful. It's nice to have this section of paper to use, especially if you're making bigger albums. If you're making smaller albums, you can still work with it, but for bigger albums, you kind of need to have a loose sheet to get the sheets without the hole in them. Same on this side. So if you think of it when you're purchasing, if you're purchasing, you know, the pad, maybe grab a few sheets of your favorites just to have some sheets like that to work with. And so that's the paper. So we looked at all of the Christmas collection. Oh, I didn't show you. I also ordered or have the 8x8, which, or maybe I did show it to you, but anyway, I didn't open this yet, but it'll be the same designs. Okay, so excuse me if you're seeing a little black wire. The biggest complaint I get on my channel is that I speak too softly and people can't hear me. So I have invested in a microphone and hopefully it'll help. Oops. Okay, just trying to pile all those up. Okay, so let me switch out. Hang on one second and I'm going to grab Thanksgiving. Okay, well, I call this Thanksgiving, but technically it's autumn. Okay. All right, so let's start. This is another beautiful Frank Garcia collection. It is called Autumn Sunset. Hope I've got this where you can see it. I don't want to be off camera. Okay, so as with Christmas, I have the 2 ephemera packs. I always like to get both because they are different and they're so useful. And there I hope you could see the designs. Okay. And the Say It With Crystals. And let's look at the flowers. All right, so let's start with these leaves, which are just spectacular. And there's almost 50 of them, so I'll probably have these for this year and next year, unless I make a lot of autumn projects, which I might. So pretty. Beautiful spray with a butterfly and some little berries. And here's one with smaller and some leaves. Whenever I'm buying flowers to go with a collection, or even just at the store, if I feel like I need some flowers, I'm going to buy some, I always try to make sure I get some that are quite small, to be little filler flowers or to go on smaller projects. It's easy to be dazzled by the really big ones, but you really need the little ones too. And then I have another cluster with these beautiful gold berries and another butterfly. So there's the flowers. And then we have the chipboards. Look at this fawn and little fox, deer, bunny, really cute. Here's a little squirrel. Oh, I like this basket. So that's the chipboards. Now with this collection, I only got the smaller of the journaling note cards. I kind of, I may get the larger ones as well, but I was trying to watch my budget a little bit. And I usually make smaller albums, so I thought I'd probably be more likely to get use out of these littler ones, so that's what I bought. Plus, you could take these little ones and make them bigger by matting them and stuff like that. Whereas the big ones, if they're too big, you have to cut them down. So I figured I'd start with the small ones. This one, again, has the same pattern on the back of each, which is this paint, sort of rough paint design. And look at this one. I think this is my favorite with the fox on the pumpkins. And there's a collage type design. This one's beautiful. It's a ledger with a wreath and a butterfly. There's another butterfly. I'm just flipping through. I'm probably not showing them all to you. White pumpkins. And this one says everything pumpkin. And I love this botanical print. And a sort of caramel color buffalo check. Okay, so that is the 3x4 journaling note cards. And now we get to the paper, which is stunning, and I cannot wait to use it. Alright, so we start with a collage page. It has gold. It's not completely, like, there's not gold everywhere, but there's plenty of gold. The back of these leaves are gold. I don't know how much it shows on camera what's gold. There's some gold text here. Really, really pretty. And this fox and pumpkins is stunning. Whoops. And there's my helper. Yeah, you're not really needed, honey. You're going to burn your ears on that light. Yeah, hot. Come here. Oh, I know. There you go. Okay. All right. Normally I let her wander around, but I would like to get this finished today. Just pull that off. And on the back we have this old paint. It almost looks like plaster or something. And let's get to the next design. Again, this pad has been flipped through several times while I've tried to record this, so some of the pages are loose. And she's back. So we have on here an all over design of pumpkins and butterflies with a ledger type background, a collage background, covered by a cat. There you go. Okay. So this design, it's kind of subtle, but these are laid out as stripes across the page, which is really pretty. So that's something that you might be able to work with in your book, or whatever you decide to make with it. And the back of the page is this tone on tone. It's not quite a black and white. It's like a subtle taupey gray, which is pretty. And then we have the next paper are the cut aparts. And again, it's got this is all gold. This music notes. This says everything pumpkin. You have feathers. This old advertisement. The wreath with the butterfly that we saw in the 3x4 cards. There's this wonderful little fox that says thankful for you. Autumn pumpkin and you. This botanical. It's just really pretty. And then the back of it is beautiful. It's a ledger print again with sort of almost like a stripe across it. Very, very similar to what we saw in the Christmas paper. And as I look at these two collections, you know, if you took these two and the Spring Botanic and then found something for summer, you know, because the Primas do have a similarity, the Frank Garcias do have a similarity between them. You could almost do a Four Seasons book. It'd be pretty. And the back of this one, well, this is the back. That was the pumpkins. Okay. And then, let's see. Turn this over. And, okay, so here, if you remember, I mentioned when we were looking at the Christmas that there were border designs in the autumn, and here's the first one. I find these very, very useful. I believe this is the same print as the background on the Christmas, but where that one's a gray sort of color, this one's much more of a pale tan color. It's less gray. It's a warmer tone, really pretty. And then of course we have this beautiful border all the way around. And I like these papers. I like having them. I find them really useful. and then it's going to have this tan buffalo check on the back. It's like a caramel color. Beautiful. It's really warm. It's really pretty. And then there's another border. Oh, and did I show you? I think this is, yeah, okay. Just stunning with birds in this corner and flowers, and then this wonderful scene with the fox and the little fawn and some pumpkins and roses. Super pretty. And the back of this is a map of London in tones of like a pale creamy brown color, the green and the pink. Really pretty. There's beautiful tones throughout this book of this sort of pale lavender and apricot. The colors are really, really pretty. And then the last paper, the back of the last paper is this distressed, again, paint on plaster kind of look. And then a collage sheet with these stunning butterflies. There's a little beetle, like a list of pumpkin with a pumpkin on it. Here's that same ad. This says album. So really, really pretty. And that is the paper. And then the only other thing which I haven't opened yet is I also have the 8x8 in this collection as well. All right, so these are the two collections that we just looked at. Christmas in the Country by Frank Garcia and Autumn Sunset, also by Frank Garcia, for Prima. They are just beautiful. Everything that you saw came from Country Craft Creations. I encourage you to purchase there. It's a wonderful place. The shipping is magical. You get things so quickly. And I just love these. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much. I will be making things with these albums soon. I believe I have one project to do before we get started, and then we'll do the Christmas. I'm really excited to be making things with these. I just love them. So thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe, like this video if you've enjoyed it. Please share it with anybody you think would enjoy it. And I will see you very soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.